Hello everyone and welcome back to another MicroStrategy start planning update video. Now, this video I'm not just going to be going over the chart, I'm going to be going over a broad view, broad understanding, or a breakdown, I think is the better word, on what I am planning to do on September 18th for the first interest rate cut, what I'm looking for before that, so like Monday, Tuesday, early Wednesday, and then what my expectations are going to be looking like for, Thursday and Friday next week. So it's gonna be a big one, guys. It's gonna be a very big week, very important. But I do feel like there's a few things that are kind of like flying over a lot of people's heads and not noticing it. A lot of things that I feel need to be said, and we're going to get into that right away. But before I do, everything in this video is just my own personal opinion. It is not financial advice, and just because it works for me does not mean it's going to work for you guys. Or so like I'm just trying to give you guys my personal opinion. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, because I can't, because I'm not licensed. Okay, we're going to get into it. So this is just a way for me to document my personal opinions and share it with you guys. So yeah, so real quick, because Bitcoin is a big factor on. I'm gonna take away these arrows. I think we're over this. Like we can just focus on the chart itself. Bitcoin is a big correlation with MicroStrategy. It is something that MicroStrategy is really big on. So this influences MicroStrategy quite a bit. So quite simply, we do know that we have a strong support area in this purple. We've had this purple line up. If you are new to the channel, welcome. But we've had this purple area up here, or down here technically, for months. I've been keeping track of this. I kept saying like this is an extremely good support area. Any dip whatsoever in the support area, it's a strong buy. Of course, first time up, real good. Second time up, real good. Third time up, real good. I have never moved this purple area ever. You guys can look back if you don't believe me. But either way, quick thing. We know that we're currently, like, we came up from a really good support, right? We found support. We came up. We're moving up higher. We have a little bit of a retracement, fib retracement area with Bitcoin right here. What does that mean? Of course, there's resistance in this area. So if we do continue a downtrend, we can find, that to happen within this area. Also, we have this little bit of a descending resistance line up here as well. So it's just something to be, it's something I don't care about. Personally, I just really don't care, because it's, it's ready. We're ready for Bitcoin to go up. And I'm actually going to be going over what I'm talking about for next week. I'm going to be going over that right now in a moment. But it's time for Bitcoin to go up. Of course, there are short-term fluctuations, a little bit there might be some consolidation in this area. We can easily see price fall back down into this. But real quick, because I want to get this out the way, because I keep forgetting and I procrastinate quite a bit. But what I am believing. So currently it's midnight, September 14th, basically just almost midnight. So it's a Saturday still. I'm expecting in the futures market, when they open tomorrow for like the broader market, I don't think it's gonna have a big influence on this for the late Sunday futures trading, but session. But starting Monday and Tuesday and potentially early Wednesday, I'm expecting mostly consolidation, but a little bit of an uptrend. I'm expecting some appreciation to occur before interest rate cuts. This is what I'm expecting. We will see if that happens, and you guys can hold me up on that. You guys can tell me like, hey, it didn't work out. But of course, I'm gonna be making more videos Monday and Tuesday, and I'm gonna try to make a video maybe tomorrow, Sunday, but for sure Monday and Tuesday I'll be uploading to keep you guys updated on what I'm looking for, and if things are playing out as I believe they may. But with that said, of course, I'm expecting a little bit of a rally, just super slight, just a slight move up, nothing major, and then a sell-off after rate cuts happen, rather as a 0.25 or a 0.5. You can't shy away that, yeah, money is going to be a little bit, just a little bit more attractive, and there's going to be a little bit of a sell-off that can last at a minimum 1 to 2 days. So that's going to be Thursday, Friday, in my opinion. Realistically speaking, we can see a little bit of a sell-off and consolidation in some discounted levels for like a week or two, for most likely for the entire second half or the rest of September, and maybe maybe not early October, but for sure the rest of September at a minimum. That 1 to 2 days after the rate cut, we can see some a little bit of a sell-off and then some consolidation. At least that's what I'm looking for. So I'm still looking to potentially short the first interest rate cut announcement, although we'll see. I might just sell off of some positions and then just not actively participate in it by staying out of the market, or for some trades, or I'm going to trade it. But I don't think I'm going to stay invested on some stuff. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll as we get there, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of I'm going to document it for you guys. But I do believe that it's a very bullish thing, right? Like interest rate cuts happen, and that's going to cause asset inflation. I am 100% on the boat that the rest of this year is going to be very positive. The rest of this year, for even the next, what is it, 3.5 months, something like that. For the next 3 months, I'm expecting things to go. I'm expecting Bitcoin to go. I'm expecting good stuff to happen, but understanding that, what do you call it? Understanding that it's very likely that the possibility, in my opinion, of there to be a little bit of a sell-off, a little bit of just some weakness. I was covering the camera. I apologize. That's something that I'm expecting. Something that it's something that even if you don't believe it's gonna happen, it's something that if you are a cautious trader and you do take precautions, it is something that you should keep in mind. Understand that it is possible, even if you think it might not be. I think most likely there will be a little bit of weakness right after, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna end up taking advantage of that or not. But I will document it and share that with you guys. And if I don't, I'm still gonna document whatever I got going on. But with that weakness, we could potentially see Bitcoin easily retest low 50s. We can see easily. We can see Bitcoin come down, and retest at least the lower portion of this. Like somewhere in here, we can easily see Bitcoin come back and then find support around that 0.35. It is very likely. But again, even if this does happen, even if I'm right and this does happen, it's going to be very short-lived. This is something you got to keep your eyes open and pay attention to, because it is going to be in my opinion, very, very short-lived, potentially. And when I mean short-lived, I don't mean just for like a day or two. I mean that short-lived as in like for the rest of September. So you can easily see, like, for example, like 2 weeks of weakness. To me, that's ooh. Oh, I just exit. Okay, we're good. We can see that happen. And what does that mean for MicroStrategy? And the reason I'm talking a lot about Bitcoin, I haven't had MicroStrategy up, is because really whatever's going on with Bitcoin, that's what's going on with MicroStrategy. If you think Bitcoin's gonna go up or down, you just do the same trade with MicroStrategy. There's really nothing else to it. Like, I'm gonna keep this simple. Just like in Bitcoin or MicroStrategy, this, I'm gonna leave this down here because this is always possible. We can easily see a sell-off down here. Anything can happen because this is a company itself. This is my next conservative leg up estimate. We've had this here for such a long time. I haven't updated this stock in a while, and it's still, in my opinion, valid. But something that I haven't touched this stock in a while. I haven't made a video on it. But as we can see down here, we have this fourth wave, and then some really weird movement when it comes to trying to figure out if we are looking at potentially a fifth wave structure that could bring us up, right? And because if you look up here, this fifth wave, which is the Bitcoin bull market cycle top should be somewhere up in this area up here. In my opinions, again, at a minimum, we should be in this area up here. So you have quite a bit of upside, and honestly, I think it's going to surpass this very easily, but this is my conservative estimate. So what does that actually look like? And you know what, we're going to remove this because that's way too shallow. Or is it? We'll leave it because the possibility of Bitcoin when it reaches like 85-ish thousand, we could potentially see MicroStrategy at a minimum in this area. So I'm going to leave that there, still valid. But the fourth wave, we had it down here. We have some movement on the upside. We're actually going to remove this because I don't really care about this anymore. I'm going to leave it just like that because we didn't make a lower low below this swing low right here. So here's what I'm looking at right now, right? Here's what I'm looking at. We have a little bit of a first, second, third, fourth, fifth wave for the first wave of the overall fifth wave, right? So what we're going to do is that we'll come back to the stock in the future and see how well this holds up. But what I'm going to do is this. So we're going to have so that was the little 5 wave up to complete the first wave, bullish first wave. We have a little bit of a second, so we had a little bit of a sell off here, come back up, come down. But we're going to say that the second wave bottom there, third wave can bring us into here. Once we have a third wave, we'll have a fourth wave, and then the final little fifth wave will come up here and complete the overall fifth wave as well. Hopefully this made sense, and we're going to leave this as, no, not green, we'll just make it yellow. It's fine. So this one I'm gonna go with for now. I might change this in the future a little bit, but to me this is quite good because this third. So if the second wave is in, and potentially next week we can see again a little bit of a rise, and we can see a little bit of a dip. This dip can retest the second wave low, which will then make us a new second wave. We can easily see this dip occur. I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be too crazy, and it's gonna be very short-lived in my opinion. But we need to understand that little bit of a sell-off risk is very, very much possible for next week. And what that means is we need to keep an open mind and not be too bullish going into next week. I do believe we're gonna see a little bit of appreciation on many assets, Bitcoin, potentially Mara, BITU, of course, and MicroStrategy and some other stuff as well, including the overall broad stock market. But then we can see that little bit of a sell-off that happens afterwards. But we'll see. You guys can help me up to that, and I'll be sharing what my opinions are as well. But I'm not gonna try to make this video too long. We'll have a fourth wave once the third wave is in. We're still working on that second wave. We will see. I'm gonna give you guys a confirmed second wave by the end of September. So by the end of September, we will have a confirmed second wave, and then we can move on from there. But I guess if I have to give you guys, or I can just repeat myself, because if I have to give you guys a quick summary on what my expectations are, not just for MicroStrategy but some other stuff, but we're gonna see price strength hold for Monday, Tuesday, early Wednesday, and then later into Wednesday see a sell-off, or it can even be a relief. So it can be like a little bit of a rally even right away, and then shortly after, like real shortly after they announce it, we see a sell-off, and then the sell-off can last at a minimum Thursday, Friday, and then potentially for the rest of September. But not much after that, in my opinion. Not much after that, because you want to be long on Bitcoin and Bitcoin-related assets in October, because October is known to be a really good month. So why, there's no reason to overcomplicate it. Be very, very cautious late Wednesday for the rest of September, and then be very bullish on October. At least that's what I'm going to be going with. Plus, this doesn't look too bullish in my opinion. We haven't reached this swing high. This can easily be rejected. Although we can easily see a little bit of a stretch going into early next week, like I mentioned, and then a retest. It can come back down and then pick up some imbalance right here, and it can easily act as a magnet. So you know, guys, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm not gonna overcomplicate. I'll keep you guys updated. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Overall, of course, again, I'm very bullish on this. So if you guys aren't trying to short-term trade this and you guys are just trying to hold on for 3 months, you're pretty much guaranteed a profit. But if you're trying to short-term trade, yeah, I think you're better off just waiting. But I'll probably be having a little bit of fun with it. I'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. So yeah, take care.